If you've received a cash settlement as the result of a court verdict, or as the result of negotiation or arbitration, you might be wondering if that cash is taxable to you as income. And if it is taxable, where and how do you report the settlement on your tax return? Those are questions that this video attempts to answer. I'm the Tax Geek, and here are settlements, taxable and non-taxable, oversimplified. Court judgments and out-of-court settlements can cover a wide variety of situations. You might receive a settlement for lost wages or other sources of income. You might receive compensation for a physical injury as well as pain and suffering. Alternatively, you might receive damages for emotional distress, defamation, or damage to your reputation. Or if the other party's actions are particularly egregious, you might receive punitive damages from the other party. So are these awards taxable? Like just about everything in the United States tax code, it depends. As I've stated in other videos, according to the tax code, all income is taxable unless Congress says it isn't. The key question when it comes to determining the taxability of a settlement or award depends on the nature of the compensation. Most awards or settlements for personal physical injury or pain and suffering are not taxable. The key point here is that the injury must be of a physical nature. Awards for lost wages paid in conjunction with a physical injury claim are also not taxable, even though that portion of the award replaces income that would otherwise be taxable. However, even in this case, part of your award might be taxable if you had paid medical expenses associated with the injury in a prior year and deducted them as an itemized deduction on Schedule A. A quick example. Mabel was injured in an automobile accident where she was not at fault. At the time of her injury, she paid $9,000 out of pocket for medical expenses that were not covered by her health insurance. She deducted $5,000 of these expenses as an itemized deduction on her Schedule A in the year of the accident. The next year, she received a settlement of $75,000 for her physical injuries, pain, and suffering. Although her settlement isn't taxable, she must report $5,000 of her settlement as income to recover the deduction she took in the previous year. The following settlements and awards are fully taxable. Any award for non-physical injury, such as emotional distress. Awards for defamation or damage to reputation. Awards involving breach of contract or fiduciary duty. And all awards for punitive damages, which are damages designed to punish the other party that are above and beyond reasonable compensation for physical injury. Also fully taxable are all employment-related awards and settlements that are designed to replace income that would have been taxable as wages. These awards are not only subject to income taxes, but are also subject to Social Security and Medicare taxes, just like any other wages. This can include awards for employment discrimination or wrongful termination. An award to replace lost profits or other business income is also fully taxable. Awards such as these are reported as other income on Schedule C, Form 1065, Form 1120S, or Form 1120. These awards may also be subject to self-employment tax. Most class action awards and settlements are also taxable if the award is for anything other than physical injury or pain and suffering. So what happens if your settlement or award turns out to be taxable? If an award or settlement is taxable, you should receive a reporting document from the payer of the award. Any award that replaces lost wages, other than that as the result of a physical injury, will be reported to you on Form W-2, just like any other wages. This income is reported on line 1A of Form 1040. If there is any income tax withholding from the award, that withholding is reported on line 25A. Other types of taxable awards are reported on Form 1099 MISC, usually in Box 3. This income is reported on line 8Z of Schedule 1 and totaled with any other miscellaneous income you may have shows up on line 8 of Form 1040. Also keep in mind that if you receive a taxable settlement, the entire settlement is taxable, even if your attorney kept a portion of it as a contingency fee. Sarah, for example, received a $150,000 award from her local newspaper that was found to have libeled her. Her attorney kept $60,000 of the award as a contingency fee. Sarah is still liable for income tax on the entire $150,000 award. And finally, even if an award or settlement is non-taxable, any interest paid along with the award would be taxable and reported on line 2B of Form 1040. However, if you receive payments under a structured settlement, the payments are non-taxable, even if you end up receiving more than the original settlement if it were paid as a lump sum. Of course, there are many additional details when it comes to determining the taxability of settlements or judgments, and this video doesn't come close to mentioning all of them. Additional information and resources on this subject can be found in the video description. Give this video a like if you found it informative, share it with anyone else who could find it useful, and subscribe to see more oversimplifications of our overcomplicated tax system. And of course, your questions, comments, and suggestions are always welcome in the comment space below. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with more of Your Taxes Oversimplified.